everybody, what's good? Listen, I'm just trying to stabilize my camera a little bit, but it's been a minute. It's been a minute since I've been on the channel. And for good reason. You know, life goes on. Got things going on. And unless you make time for things, then you know, things don't happen. So today's episode is about strategy, right? So for those of you guys who may not be aware, I took down my big table that I built just because, I don't know, it was just a lot to have to try to pull it out and put it away and, you know, set everything up. And then my daughter moved out, and then she moved back home, and we needed the space. So I built me a couple shooter boxes. So, you know, some little small boxes where, you know, it doesn't take a whole lot. You just, you know, sit them over in the corner, or leave it sitting up on the table, and you pull it out and you play for a little while, and then you put it away. And so that's pretty much what this is. So I believe there's a video that I made that, you know, kind of reviews this table. And I'll link to it. I'll link to it in just a few minutes. If I didn't upload that video yet, then I'll try to get that video loaded up. But today's video, I wanted to focus on strategies. So, and one of the reasons why is because I've been hitting the casinos a lot more lately, and for whatever reason, I just cannot seem to get ahead. And almost to the point where, I don't know, I'm actually thinking about taking a serious break from it all, because I'm running out of money. And when you can't win, you don't have an income stream to bring the money in, then you got to make some choices, right? So we're not going to sacrifice the bill money or the rent money, you know, the kids' tuition money or anything like that, right? So we want to be responsible gamblers. And so let me just show you around on this board, this shooter box a little bit. So I believe this box is an 18 by 22 box. And I did this one a little different from the one I did before. This basically, I wanted to give myself a shooting area, so where I actually shoot the dice, and then I wanted to be able to separate, you know, some very basic bets. However, the last couple of times that I actually played on this table, I actually used these to place bets so that I can get some realistic, you know, playtime of chip interference. So if you're a regular craps player, you know that being on the table, you've got several players, and you know they got, you know, chips on the pass line, chips in the comp, chips in the field, and some place bets, and you're shooting the dice. 9 times out of 10, those dice hit a chip, it sevens out. And so you want to make sure that if you can help it, you try to avoid the chips. Most people, in order to do that, they shoot the dice high. Other people, they try to toss it over the chips, so but still keeping it a little bit low. So, and don't mind, that's my granddaughter. She's downstairs. She's very active. She loves to sing. She's a big fan of Disney. So I think she and her mom are having like a Disney-thon or something like that. But it's not going to interfere with me tossing the dice around a little bit. So today I'm gonna give myself a $200 I'm gonna give myself $200. I'm gonna play with that until it's gone. I'm gonna see how much I can grind it up, and then we'll go from there. So we got the bank over here, I only have 2 red dice. These are actual dice that came from a casino. So you know, when they change the dice out, they drilled a hole in the middle, so you know nobody can, you know, try to switch the dice out in the real game. These dice are like better because they roll better. These dice I ordered from online, and I don't know if it's my CrapsEnergy or if it's just the dice themselves, but on the short table they don't roll really well. I think they need like a longer distance to actually to produce some numbers. So I'm going to start out with the blue dice, and if I notice that I'm not really getting any rolls, then I'll switch them out to the reds. Alright, so today's strategy is going to be, we're on the quarter table, and I am going to focus on playing the pass line with odds as well as place bets. But I want to press the first hit and then bring it down on the second hit to capitalize on my money. Once I do that, then I'll continue to press as I'm feeling it. So we'll see how far we can go. So I'll put a quarter on the pass line and get me a crap check. Got my crap check. I also got a spot over here for yo, but we'll start off with that for now. And let's see what we can do. Alright, points 5. So points 5 get me $10 odds. And let's get a 6 and 8. Alright, so how have you guys been? Hope you've been doing good. 5 on a buck. That's what's up. Let's pay that. 25 for the pass and 10 odds pays 15. Alright, good deal. We're doing good. Oh, I forgot to take the crap down. But we're doing good so far. So let's keep rolling. I've been saying a lot of things. Alright, so point is now 8. Let's move this to the 9. Take that down. Get a puck on. Get us some $10 odds. So I've been in the casino. A lot of weird things going on, right? So, alright, so the 6 hit. You know, press it one time, like I said. When it comes back, got the 9. Let's press it. When it comes back, when it hits the second time, we'll take it down. 8 is the point. Alright, so we got that. And I'm not going to play with white chips today, so I'm just going to do even money on the odds for the 6 and 8. Alright, get the puck off. So we're looking good so far. So I've got some bets pressed up. Points 4. Alright, let's get that puck on. Get $10 odds. I got a 6 and 9 place. The 8, I don't have an 8. 6. Alright, I'm going to get 5 for 75. And then we're going to bring this back down to 30. So I'm going to take 105. Another 6. So it pays 35. Let's get that pressed up. Oh, 7 out. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Let's choose. Let's get the pass line back. Crap check. Let's choose some new dice. Let's go with the yo dice. Now let's see how things go. 9 points 9. Let's get this turned on. Let's get the crap check taken away. $10 $10 odds. And let's get us a 6 and 8. Alright, and we're still focused on the press up on the first roll to see what we get. We got a 9, hit the point. Alright, let's pay that out. 10 pays 15. Alright, let's get that off. Alright, 7 gonna come out. 6. Alright, let's get the 6 moved to the 9. Puck turned on, and we're gonna play $10 odds. Alright, I'm gonna get the door closed to minimize the noise from my grandbaby. Alright, now one option with the 6 and 8 is to play the hallway. So I don't have a spot for the hallways, but I'm going to put my odds there. I'm going to put a nickel right there for the hallway in case it comes hard. So I got a 6, 8, 9. It says, we always play the horn back. It's a 5. I don't have a 5. 6 for a point. Good deal. But it didn't come hard, so let's take that away. And again, I don't have... I'm not playing with white chips, so I'm going to do even money there. And let's get that turned on. Alright, still rolling. Didn't do a crap check. 6 hard. You see that? And came right back. Alright, get $10 odds. I got 6, 8, 9, full point. Let's keep rolling. $7 out. Ouch. Sometimes when you see those numbers buck like that, you know, 7's right behind, so you gotta be careful. Alright, we're still rolling with the blue dice. There's a pass line and a crap check. And let's go with the 2 4s. A hard 8. 7 winner. Lose the crap. Now I normally bet an 8 deuce behind 2 7s because for whatever reason it always seems like a horn bet comes behind 2 7s, so I'm gonna get me 2. I'm gonna get me $10 in odds, and because the hard 6 came, I'm gonna get me a hard 8 because that shouldn't be too far behind. And I'm going to get me a 6 and a 9. Alright. 6, put it down. Pays 35. Let's press that up to 60. A 10. I started to get a 10, but I didn't. Hard 8. What I tell you, boom. That pays 45. Let's pay that out first, and then even money on the odds. Right there. Good deal. Good deal. I like that deal. Alright. Let's keep rolling. Let's see if we can keep them going. 7. Hard 8 came back. Alright. Well, let's turn that back on. Get $10 hard 8. Made $10 odds, nickel hard 8, and I got $60 6 and a $25 9. Let's see if we can keep this going. Ace deuce. Yo, you knew that was coming. Oh, dice out, same dice. Anytime the dice rolls off the table, you feel like your dice is rolling good. As for the same dice, some people generally don't, just to keep the game going, because sometimes they have to go searching for the dice. They don't want to stop their rhythm. 8, boom. So that didn't come hard, so let's lock that up. Pay that out. Pay that out. Good deal. Get that turned on. So, 5 is a point. Let's get that turned on. And it gets $10 odds for the 5. Now, I'm going to wait a while before I get me an 8. Let's just see if we can collect on that 6. 9. So that's going to pay 35. Go ahead and press that up to 50. 8. I didn't get an 8, but that's okay. 6. Let's get 75 for 5. We'll leave it up. Next one, we'll press it up. 7 out. Well, when I run the tape back, I'll look and see how much I spent on that roll and how much I actually made. Alright, let's keep going. 9. So, I'll be honest, like I've been shooting all day and 9 has been really, really hot. So, well, they all have, to be honest. I think the dice have been rolling really good today. Oh, 7 now. Spoke too soon. But that's okay. It's bound to happen. The house had to collect at some point, right? Alright, let's try this again. 8. Alright, $10 odds. Let's get a 6 and a 9. This time I'm gonna get a 10. Six pays $30. 6 pays 35. Let's go ahead and press that up. 4. 9 pays 35. Let's go ahead and press that up to 50. 7 now. Hit the chips. You see what I mean? It hit the chips. It hit the chips. It hit the chips. So I lost big time on that. I didn't get out one. Well, I hit the dice twice. I mean, I got 2 hits, but they were pressed up and I didn't get any return. All right, points 4. Let's do a hard 4. We're gonna go 6, 8, and 9. I can tell you I'm already down. If I don't get a good roll, I'm down to about $100. So let's see if we can get this 4 and get a good roll. 6. Let's take that up to 60. 6. 75 for 5. 9. Let's take that up to 50. 6. That's what I'm talking about. 75 for 5. Let's go ahead and press that up to 90. Now 90 pays, let's see, 70 plus 35, 105. 5 is the point. Oh no, 5 is not the point. 4 is the point. Alright, well, it's okay. Boom, 4 hard. There it is. Alright, so 4 hard 4, excuse me, pays 35 on a $5. So let's go ahead and pay that out. $10 odds plays 2 to 1. So let's go ahead and pay that out. And then plus my bet. So good deal. Let's get that turned on. Well, didn't have a crap check, so I lost that. But I'm not surprised because after the hard 4, I usually bet a high-low for a nickel. 9. Alright, so 9 is the point. Let's go ahead and bring this down and keep my $50 odds. Get the 9 on, and I'm going to get a 10. it's a lot of money out there to 8 hard. Alright, let's go ahead and get that pressed up. 8, good return. 75 for 5. 7 out. Wow, I didn't get the 9, didn't get a hit on the 10. But not too bad. I think I made some money. Let's see where we at. Let's get this turned on. $75, 100, 25, 35, 40. So I'm up $140 so far. I'm still ahead of the game, still winning because I got more money than I came with. But let's keep rolling. Let's see if we can get 500 off of this roll. Let's see if we can get to 500 off of this roll. I got about a 300 and I got about $150 I need to make off of this roll. 9. Let's get the buck on. $10 odds. 6 and 8. Let's start with the 6 and 8. I'm 1 of 10. 7 out. Didn't get it. Too anxious. Sometimes you need to slow yourself down and take your time. All right, let's get some. Let's go with my 5-3 roll. Let's set the dice. All right, points 5. 6, 8, 9. I'm going all in. Desperate. Ooh, oh, that hurt. That hurt. So now I'm down to $100. So, you know, the thing about the game of craps is, you know, you got to survive the highs and the lows, right? So I could choose to walk away, only having lost $100. Or if I think I can catch a few numbers, then I'll keep betting. So let's see. Alright, because I'm down to 100, I gotta cover myself now. So we got a pass line, we got a crap check. Let's get all the dice. And I see that the dice is starting to throw 7, so I might need to switch them out to the reds. But let's give it one more roll and see. Now this hand, I'm all in. Alright, hard 8. Let's get some odds. Let's get a 6 and a 9. Crap check comes down. I'll hold on to this. Let's go ahead and put this on for odds. Alright, so number 6, 8, 9. 9, good deal. Now, when you're down low, you got a choice to make. You're going to stick with your strategy or you're going to change your strategy. I'm going to stick with my strategy. I'm going to keep pressing. See if I can collect 9. Good deal. 75 for 5. 6. Let's go ahead and get that pressed up. Let's see what we can collect on some 8. That's the point. Alright, so that's going to pay even money because I'm not using whites. Get that turned off. Boom, boom. I've already recovered some. Alright, I'm keeping my same dice because they seem to be rolling real good right now. 7. Yo. 9. Alright, that 9's already pressed up, so let's get that moved to the 8. Let's see if we can capitalize on that, and let's get me some odds. 69. 6, boom. 75 for 5. 4. Off the table. Same dice. 10. I don't have a 10. 8. 75 for 5. Next 6 and 8, I need to go up 1 unit. Alright, so that's a 6. 75 for 5. Let's go ahead and take that up 1 unit. So I need some change. Sometimes too, holding your dice up changes the flow, the rhythm, the energy. But let's see. 7 out. I called it, didn't it? Well, alright, I was down to $100. That's my 2 back. And I'm $5 short. It was $195. So I practically flipped my money. The original $200 I had. Got that back. Plus still made a profit. So what I'm learning to do is sometimes when you go to the casino, if you never really get ahead, sometimes you have to cut your losses with what you got. Because what I'm finding is that a lot of times when you stay around the same amount as it ebbs and flows, eventually they take that money. So I think that I am going to call it quits. I'm going to consider this a win. Now, the flip side of that is, with the money that I have, I can actually afford to keep playing, hoping to catch a roll where somebody is rolling. Bam, 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 bam. Might get a 30-minute roll, 40-minute roll, or maybe somebody just rolling a lot of, 6s, a lot of 8s, or a lot of 9s, or a lot of 10s. You get your 10s pressed up and you flip it. But that's the chance you take, and that's what gambling is.